thanks very much, Travis. Wow, welcome. You're here. It's taken a while. I know for some of you it's probably been a pretty long journey. It might be that you've come from another country to be here. It might be that you've come from across the street to be here, but we're very, very happy that you are here. And it's my happy task to congratulate you and welcome you to Memorial University. As Travis has said, like you, I'm new to the province, and I'm also new to Memorial University. And perhaps like you, I'm still having trouble finding my way around with all those colored lines and the munnels and places like that. But that will come. There is, a familiarity to the campus that will develop during the time that you're here. But there is, as the president has said, a whole team of us here to support you. And that includes the faculty and the staff and your fellow students. That kind of peer interaction is going to be very, very important to you as graduate students. All of us here on the Memorial team are here to challenge, to question, to inspire, and to elevate each other. Our team is here to support you in your achievements, to support you in your discoveries and in the pursuit of your passion. There's something wonderful about graduate school because you're pretty clear about what your passion is, and it's this time in your life when you get to explore that and work on that passion area. But we're all here and we're all in this together. So your work and our work should align very, very nicely. Perhaps like you, when I was a graduate student back at the University of Toronto, I'm a triple grad of the U of T. It was my local university. But I also am one of those students, perhaps like some of you, who wore many, many hats while I was a grad student. I was also mom to a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old. I was also wife, and I also was sister, and I had a lot of family responsibilities. I also had a big mortgage, and I had to work part-time while I was a graduate student in order to make all of that work. I had to commute a long distance from Mississauga in Ontario to downtown Toronto at the University of Toronto. But I look back on it now, and it was an exciting time to be juggling all of those things. It actually was good preparation for the role I'm in now as well, because there was a lot of time management skills that I learned, a lot of being able to prioritize things, being able to deal with ambiguity. I also do remember my time as a graduate student as a time to stretch. I tried new things. I pushed myself in a way intellectually that I'd never let myself do before. I'm one of those people who always kind of, I don't know if people know that I can do this. Maybe they'll expect me to do it all the time, and I'm not sure I can keep that high level going. So I had, the opportunity at grad school was really a time to show my stuff, to show what I could do, to push myself as far as I possibly could go. I also used it quite positively in retrospect now to network and find out who were the people in my passion area that I ought to know. Don't be shy. Go up and talk to people. The internet's a wonderful invention now because you can actually be in intimate conversation on email with some of the biggies in your field. I did that when I was in grad school, and I never regretted it. I contacted people in England. I contacted people in Australia. And guess what? They email you back. They're really flattered that you've read their work, It really is a time to enjoy that. But I also remember it as kind of a time when you could get stuck in the tunnel, as they call it. Well, this article isn't quite good enough to send out there. Oh, my thesis chapter isn't quite good enough to be shown to my committee. It can become this kind of place where you spend a little bit too much time perfecting. Let's face it, none of us in this room is perfect. This is a hard thing to learn when you're a grad student, but it's an important thing to learn. Let yourself be imperfect. Let yourself get the work done and move on to postgraduate life. Get out of the tunnel and get things done. As my advisor kept saying to me, the best thesis is a finished thesis. Here at Memorial, my role, I have this great big long title, but what it really means is I'm dedicated to being a champion of student success, your success. both inside and outside of the classroom, because it takes both that juggling part too. Just being successful intellectually won't be sufficient in your eyes or in the eyes of the institution for you to really be a successful student. It takes an entire institution to support all of our students, and I do mean all of our students, not just some of our students. Memorial's faculty and staff are working together to build an environment that truly supports you and positions you for achievement and success academically, professionally, and personally. As part of this, we have a suite of student services which can help you in a variety of ways. And Amy Butt is here, and you're going to hear from her shortly. She's from something here at Memorial called Answers. Isn't that great? There's a place with answers to your questions. She'll describe all the services in a little bit more detail than I am, but please use these resources. They're designed for you, and they've been put there with your needs in mind. I also encourage you to spend as much time as possible in the library, whichever way you access the library. You have an exceptional library here at Memorial. The Queen Elizabeth II Library has almost 2 million volumes, plus hundreds of thousands of e-books, electronic serials, and an expansive digital archive. It's a rich resource, and it's here for all of our benefit. My hope for you is that on that convocation day, you will leave Memorial as distinguished alumni, even better people than you are now. My hope for you is that you will see this university as a place where knowledge is gained, created, where we discover and reform and invent and innovate, where we kindle our passions. My hope for you is that you will focus on the possibilities of life and not on its apparent restrictions. There is inspiring work being done here at Memorial, and now you are part of it. Memorial is a place of excellence, and you are part of something excellent. I urge you to make decisions and take chances. Sometimes you might fail. That's okay. Most of the time, you will triumph. Each and every decision you make while a graduate student will be a valuable learning experience. Be prepared, as I said, to be imperfect, but also be prepared to surprise yourself and others in extraordinary ways. Your time here will be meaningful, but only you can decide what that meaning will be. We, the team here at Memorial, are here as an entire university to stand behind and beside you and to help you succeed as academics and as people in our global communities. Thank you for choosing Memorial. You've come to the right place.